I have a platform. I'm going to tell people what I think. I did my research.
The biggest thing I can do with the platform that I have, and that's the same thing Taylor did, and I think continue to educate yourself.
A number of quote-unquote fans have seemingly turned against WNBA star Caitlin Clark. It was the Taylor Swift endorsement of Vice President Kamala Harris post. Unforgivable crime of liking an Instagram post.
Would recommend to every single person that has that opportunity in our country.
Caitlin Clark's one Instagram just set off a firestorm. MAGA supporters are losing their minds over her support for Taylor Swift's post about voting. And to top it off, Clark didn't even endorse anyone. She just liked a post about registering to vote. Is this what sports have come to now? Hey guys, before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to our channel. It costs nothing and makes a huge difference to us. So if you would, please click the subscribe button. Perfect. Thank you so much. Now back to the video. Let's talk about Caitlin Clark for a second. She's the new superstar of the WNBA, playing for the Indiana Fever. This rookie is breaking records left and right, and everyone's talking about her. She's got game, she's got fans, and now she's got drama. So what happened? Taylor Swift posts something about voting on Instagram. Caitlin likes it. Boom! The internet explodes. You'd think she'd declared war or something. The post wasn't even political. It was just about getting people to vote. Now MAGA supporters are going crazy. But why? What's so scary about people voting? You won't believe what happened next. It's like a soap opera, but with basketballs and voting booths. Hold up, before we dive into the MAGA meltdown, let's rewind. What if I told you Caitlin Clark didn't actually endorse anyone? The post she liked wasn't what you think, and that's where this story takes a wild turn. You see, Taylor Swift's Instagram post wasn't some political manifesto. It was way simpler than that. Swift just wanted people to get out and vote. That's it. No endorsements, no candidates, just a call for civic duty. But man, did it blow up. So what exactly did Taylor say? She told her followers to check out vote.org, do their research on candidates, and make sure they're registered to vote. Pretty basic stuff, right? That simple message got over 10 million likes in just a few hours.
There's so much in that message. Was finally starting to pay attention. And am I not merciful that I am finally paying attention to your sport? But everyone should register and they should vote.
I think for myself is, I have this amazing platform, so I think the biggest thing would be just encourage people to register to vote.
Basically the exact same thing that Taylor Swift said, which is everyone should do their own research. So I want to show you some of the things they've been posting. Was just starting to finally pay some attention in the WNBA because somebody was actually worth watching. Then you caved.
That's more likes than some countries have people. And it didn't stop there. Within 12 hours, more than 330,000 people clicked on that voter registration link. That's like filling up 6 basketball arenas with new voters, all because of one Instagram post. Talk about using your star power. Now let's get back to Caitlin Clark. All she did was like this post about voting. She didn't say who to vote for or which party to support. She just showed support for people getting involved in the democratic process. But you'd think she'd committed some kind of crime based on the reaction. Clark didn't back down though. When asked about it, she kept her cool. She said she's all about using her platform to encourage voter registration. That's it. No drama, no controversy, just a young star trying to do something positive.
Would recommend to every single person that has that opportunity in our country. The biggest thing I can do with the platform that I have, and that's the same thing Taylor did, and I think continue to educate yourself. I think for myself is, I have this amazing platform, so I think the biggest thing would be just encourage people to register to vote.
But let me read one or two more and then we'll discuss. Why did you like Taylor Swift's post about endorsing Kamala?
Despite Clark's totally reasonable response, some people lost their minds. Her Instagram blew up with comments. Some folks were praising her, sure, but others, they were acting like she just announced she was quitting basketball to become a full-time politician or something. This isn't only about Caitlin Clark or Taylor Swift. It's part of this bigger trend where people expect athletes and celebrities to just shut up and play ball. Unless, of course, they're saying something these fans agree with. Then it's all freedom of speech this and using your platform that. Athletes are people too. They have opinions, they care about stuff, and yeah, sometimes they're going to use their massive platforms to talk about things that matter to them. Is that really so shocking? Should we really expect our sports heroes to be silent robots who only exist to entertain us? Turns out, for some folks, it is shocking, shockingly offensive. What if I told you that encouraging people to vote could make you public enemy number 1? Welcome to Caitlin Clark's world after her fateful Instagram like. You'd think Caitlin Clark had just announced she was quitting basketball to run for president or something, but nope, all she did was tap that little heart on Taylor Swift's post about voting, and boom, the internet exploded like a faulty firework. Clark's Instagram lit up faster than a scoreboard after a three-pointer. Comments started pouring in, and let me tell you, they weren't all high fives and congratulations. Some people went full-on meltdown mode. One fan wrote, "I have been a huge supporter of Clark. It's obvious that she supports Harris or she wouldn't have liked Swift's Instagram post. Now I choose to stop watching the WNBA and Clark." Can you believe that? Ditching an entire sport because a player liked to post about voting? That's like refusing to eat pizza because the delivery guy wore the wrong color shirt. It's nuts. Another fan went off saying, "Loved watching you, but now I refuse after seeing you support Taylor Swift and Kamala." Hold up a second. Did Clark suddenly become Swift's campaign manager or Harris's running mate? Nope. She just liked to post about registering to vote. That's it. No endorsements. No political manifestos, just a thumbs up for democracy. This whole mess shines a spotlight on this crazy double standard in sports. Some fans are totally cool with athletes speaking up, as long as they're saying exactly what these fans want to hear. The moment a player steps out of that narrow little box, bam, they're told to stick to sports faster than you can say free throw. But guess what? Not everyone's buying into this nonsense. Plenty of fans are standing up for Clark, calling out the haters for what they are. One defender hit back with, "You were never fans to begin with. Go touch grass." Ouch, that's gotta sting more than a playoff elimination. This isn't just about Caitlin Clark though. It's part of this bigger trend where celebrities are getting slammed for speaking their minds, especially if those minds aren't thinking exactly like certain fans want them to. Remember when Taylor Swift first started talking politics? It was like she'd committed a crime or something. You think this is just about Caitlin? Think again. We're about to dive into a world where jump shots and voter registration collide. And trust me, the scoreboard's about to go wild. Let's talk about the WNBA for a second. These ladies aren't just scoring points on the court, they're making waves in the political arena too. Remember when the Atlanta Dream Team took a stand against their own co-owner, Senator Kelly Loeffler? They didn't just disagree with her, they wore Vote Warnock shirts to support her opponent. That's some serious off-court action. Now, Caitlin Clark's Instagram like might seem small compared to that, but the thing is, she's not just any player. This rookie is blowing up the league like never before. She's got more eyes on her than a loose ball in the final seconds of a tied game. When she does something, people notice. And boy, did they notice this time. That one little like set off a chain reaction that's got everyone talking. It's like she threw a perfect assist, but instead of the ball going through the hoop, it landed right in the middle of a political rally. This isn't just about Caitlin or Taylor Swift, it's about the power of celebrity in our world today. When Taylor posted that voting message, over 330,000 people clicked on the registration link in just a few hours. That's superstardom. Imagine what could happen if more WNBA stars started speaking up. We're talking about a league full of strong, opinionated women who aren't afraid to use their voices. And with players like Caitlin bringing in new fans by the thousands, those voices are only getting louder. Here's the million-dollar question. Should they be using those voices? Some fans are screaming no. They want their athletes to shut up and play ball. But is that fair? Is it right to expect these incredible women to be silent on issues they care about just because they can sink a three-pointer? Caitlin Clark said it best herself. I have this amazing platform, so I think the biggest thing would be to encourage people to register to vote. She's not telling people who to vote for. She's saying, hey, make your voice heard. Is that really so controversial? This isn't new for the WNBA. These women have been using their platforms to fight for what they believe in for years. From Black Lives Matter to LGBTQ+ rights, they've been on the front lines. And yeah, sometimes it's cost them fans. But you know what? They keep doing it anyway. So here we are, in a world where liking an Instagram post about voting can set off a firestorm, where some fans will abandon their favorite players over a political disagreement, but also a world where athletes have the power to inspire thousands to get involved in the democratic process. Is it messy? You bet. Is it complicated? Absolutely. But isn't that what democracy is all about? Having different voices, different opinions, all coming together to shape our world. So what's the big takeaway from this Caitlin Clark Instagram drama? It's not just about a like or a post. It's about how we react when athletes speak up. Clark didn't endorse anyone. She just supported voting. But some fans lost their minds. Remember, athletes are people too. They have opinions and care about more than basketball. And yeah, sometimes they're gonna talk about it. Is that really a reason to sign off on them? Clark's got it right. She's using her platform to encourage people to vote. Not telling them who to vote for, just saying, hey, make your voice heard. That's what democracy is all about, right? So next time an athlete speaks up, don't just react. Think about why it matters to them and why it should matter to you. Now, let's go register to vote.